mistaken identity. My name is Atemsijin, and this is a show that promotes creativity, music, entertainment. We are a non-political show, and today on board we have Queen Zee. So Queen Zee, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Queen Zee, we have heard about Queen Zee for a very long time. It has been a household name for so many decades. So you started music some time back as a female artist, and you call yourself the first lady. So can you tell us something about yourself?
I'm known as Zahara Ali.
Zahara Ali?
Yeah. Queen Zee, so of course I'm a queen.
Okay.
The lady who started music in 2007. I call myself Queen Zee because I took the first letter of my name, Zahara.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good to call myself Zahara, Queen Zahara.
Okay.
So to be professional, I had just to take the one letter, that's Z.
Good.
Queen Zee.
Thank you so much. Queen Zee, the name Queen might have caused you a lot of trouble before. There are some other queens who have been trying to come up, and they were saying that you're not Queen Zee, or you're not the queen of the industry. So what do you say about that? We have so many female artists that call themselves queens, princess, and so many names. But you took the industry by surprise. So what do you say about other queens around?
You know, music is a challenge. If you're a star, you have to go through a lot. You know, it's not about the name, it's about the talent.
Good.
I call myself queen because I know one day, one time I'll make it. That's why I'm a legend today. But that name can be used by any other person who is interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Queen Zee, if we go back to the past 2 or 1 year and a half, you were remanded and you end up under arrest, and you were behind bars for some time. We'll not talk about why you went to prison, but I want to ask you about your life when you went into prison. How did you try to adapt? Because you're a celebrity. You're used to the limelight, you're used to music, you're used to being a celeb all over the streets, and you know, wherever you pass, people start looking at you, admiring you, and so forth. So when you ended up behind bars, how did you adapt to the new life, and how hard was it? What example can you give us about the first time when you ended up behind jail?
You know, when you join music, you should get ready for everything. You're ready to die, you're ready to be shot, you're ready to be targeted, you're ready to be planned. So when I went to jail, I knew some people were behind it, but I just took it easy. The first thing I did, I gave my life to God. I was like, God, you're the only one who created heaven and earth. So I've just, you know.
So as a celebrity, when you went into prison, you have so many stories, you created songs. Like there's a song you came up with, you composed a song about if it was your wedding day. Tell us something about that.
You know, in this world, there are 3 things that you go through, and that is when you will really know who are your people. You know, of course, if you have money, you get a lot of friends. If you're walking with your 2 legs, you have a lot of friends. But if you are admitted in the hospital and you go to prison, that is when you know your true friends. So when I was in prison, I realized even my close friends, even relatives, were not there for me. That is when I realized, you know, friends are just there.
So you're telling us that friends are just there when it is in your good day. So when it is in your doom days, you will not see friends around.
They will all disappear.
Okay.
And then we came up with a song saying, Lokande iris usratai bijamalian, like in the Sijin, Mafi usura Zahir, or friend Zahir. It says, if it was my wedding day, a lot of relatives, even others will come claiming like, I'm the auntie, I'm the uncle.
To be recognized.
Yeah. But once you're taken to jail behind bars, everyone runs away. You try to call them and say, please, I have this problem. They'll be like, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
So can you sing for us that song? It's kind of a wonderful song, you know, talking about if it was my wedding day. Can you try to sing for us as if you're just on the stage? Can you just do it freestyle, Yani?
Ana selim hayatahi le rabuna ana yaude ana selim hayatahi le rabuna ana lanu dunia meindu faida dunia meindu damana ana selim hayatahi.
Wow.
Lokande iris usratai bi jamalian lakin de sijin mafi usura zahir.
Wow, wonderful. It's a nice song. So you're turning to a gospel artist after your life in prison or something?
You know what I went through was much, It was really difficult. It was between death and life. Yet I was planned. Okay? So the first thing when I was announced innocent, I was so happy. The first thing I did, I just knelt down and said, God, thank you very much, From the prison direct, I went to the studio to record my
Thanksgiving song.
Thanksgiving song. The first song was Rabona, like God, I really thank you for saving my life. I really thank you for being there for me. And the song is doing good.
So how many gospel songs did you compose?
3.
3 gospel songs. So, and do you have a plan of coming up with other new gospel songs, or
Of
that was just a
course.
Thanksgiving period of time?
No, of course. In everything you do, don't forget God.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to forget your God, because He will always be there for you. Not even your mother or your dad, but God is always there for you.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about being a mother and being a musician. These are 2 different things.
Okay.
So, if you're a mother, your kid or your children needs more attention, and as per your career, you are so much into music, you are a celebrity. How do you balance between celebrity life and your family, like your son?
I have a son. I'm a single mother. He's 8 years old now, and he's good. He goes to school, and he's a big boy now. He knows how to take care of himself. And I stay with my family. I have brothers. I have my uncle. My father died. I stay with my uncle and my brothers, and he's okay. He goes to school and come back in the house.
Wow.
I don't have to take care of him that much, but we're always together most of the time.
Wow. So you have done a lot of songs with some regional artists, like some Ugandan artists. You did a collab with so many artists within South Sudan and within the region, as East Africa region. So do you have any plan of coming up with another collab with any of the artists? And if that be, who could that be?
As I told you before, I'm signed under Willie Entertainment, and my manager is planning for a good tour around South Sudan and East Africa. He also promised to take me for collaborations between me and some other good artists. I cannot mention their names, but the plan is under my management.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
So as a mother, as a woman and a girl and a South Sudanese, it's not easy for you to be a musician in South Sudan, especially because our cultures are somehow so preserved. So how do you balance between an artist, being an artist, and also being a girl? Like for example, do you really cook? And if you can cook, what kind of a food can you cook for your visitor? Or if at all I come to visit you at home and I wanted to eat your food, what will you cook for me?
I cook for you beans.
Beans? Why beans?
Because it's the cheapest.
But do you know how to cook other foods apart from beans?
Yeah, I know.
You can do very
I'm
nice
a
kisra.
woman, come on.
You're a celebrity at the end of the day, so you might not have time to be
No,
focused in the
I'm
kitchen.
talented in all these things. If I get visitors at home, I make sure I cook for them.
All right.
I behave like a woman now at home.
Okay.
When I'm outside, when I'm on the stage, I behave like an artist. When I'm at home, I behave like a woman.
Okay, Queen Zee, tell us something about your background academically. I've heard that from other sources that you were a presenter before. You were a journalist like I do. And then from there you shifted, you started doing some music. So tell me about your background academically. Where did you go to school? What is the level of, some of our artists are being accused of not going to school. They're just doing it musically, but they're not doing it academically. So what is your academic level?
Yeah,
of
I'm one of them. I didn't study that much. I studied up to senior 4. I didn't complete. That's all level. And then I had to drop out because at the end of the day, no support. I was an orphan. No one was there to help me or pay for me my school fees. So I decided to just come with my little paper that I had and start my work. I got talent in me since I was young. I was like, I'm going to do music and I'll be known, I'll be famous one day. So when I came back from Uganda, I decided to work as a secretary and hire road construction. And then I dropped from them. I joined Liberty FM. I worked with them for 2 years. And then after that, I came to Juba and I joined Capital FM. I worked with them for also 2 years. When I got some small money, I decided to quit and start doing music.
Okay, dear viewers, you are welcome to Mistaken Identity. As I mentioned before, this is a talent show, and we're focusing on how we promote our musicians. We try to look into their lifestyle and try to talk about music. So we're going for a short break, and we'll be right back to you soon. Dear viewers, welcome back to Mistaken Identity. I'm Atemsijin featuring Queen Zee. And today's show we're going to look at life of Queen Zee, and we dub with the return of the Queen. As most of us know that she was somehow in prison for some unknown reason we don't want to discuss here. But she spent 2 years in prison and she came back very strong as ever, and we really appreciate that. We really encourage her stamina. You know, not every woman can do it after being broken down emotionally. So Queen Zee is here with us and she's doing very good. The first time I met her, she gave me a very long smile, and I was wondering, I was trying to imagine that if I meet her for the first time after 2 years in prison, the only thing I will see is a sorrowful woman. But I was proved wrong, because when she saw me, she was smiling a lot and she didn't look like someone who was in prison for 2 years. So Queen Zee, thank you for your strength.
You're welcome.
Now we will talk about being a musician. There might be something that inspires you to be a musician, isn't it?
Yeah.
You might have something that really encourages you to be a musician. And it can be either your mentor or someone you look up to. So who really encourages you in music? And who is your mentor? Whom do you really look up to?
There are two ladies.
What ladies? Why not a man? You're becoming a feminist, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Two ladies.
This lady called Teresa Nyankol and Bilia Bell from Congo.
Milia Bell from Congo.
Yeah.
She's a popular artist
Yeah.
and an old school artist. So how did they inspire you? Let me start with Milia Bell. What song do you like about her?
There's this song saying, something like that. I don't know the meaning, but they translated the song to me, and it's talking about a man and a woman. Even if your husband is that much broke, he doesn't have anything, it doesn't mean you should leave him. You know, love is not about money. Love is not about how that good that person is driving and Hajat Del Kulu. You know, it's all about it's all about that
The courage you have,
the courage you have, and yeah.
Okay, it brings us to our second question. You talk about love is not about money, and you also composed a song. Was it inspired by the same thing?
Yeah.
The song you said, "Another best love, another guru staki,
Yeah.
another best love." Were you trying to send a message to somebody, or is it out of that inspiration from the lady?
You know, I was also trying to send my message
Too.
to my girls around. You know, I see a lot of girls after money. You know, relationship nowadays don't work that much. You know, everyone is about money. You know, I want to drive because so and so is also driving. That one doesn't make sense. You know, Muhammad Emash and Guruj. You know, if you love someone, just love the person. Don't go after his hammer. Don't go after his money. That's why.
But you said that you cannot eat love. You know, I once came across a lady who was falling in love with a guy because of money, and she was condemned by other ladies. But she told them, "You ladies, you have to open up. You have to open your eyes. You cannot eat love. You cannot put love on the table and start eating it." So sometimes, don't you think it is right to go for a rich man or to go for someone who has things or something?
No. You go for love.
But you cannot eat love.
You follow your heart.
All right.
Of course, you'll be hustling. You know, you get some small money that can even help. You know, there are some other ladies who are even supporting their husbands, or let me say boyfriends. You can even support him, buy him underwear, buy him t-shirt.
All right, that's great. Okay, Queen Zee, I want to ask you a very weird question.
Yeah.
You were in prison for 2 years, and what is a good thing that you can tell us about prison? What good thing can you tell us about life in prison?
Well, it teaches you a lot. You know, you when you get out of there, you become very strong, and you'll be like, okay, you know, you look at people and whatever thing is happening, you just take it easy, because what you've seen, they have not seen yet. Okay, it teaches you a lot. You come out with knowledge and that strong heart. You fear nobody.
Okay, what bad thing will tell us about prison?
The bad thing is damage your brain. If you're not strong, when you get out of there, you become mad. A lot of bad things.
Okay, but you survived all those bad things.
Yeah, of course.
You managed to overcome all those things.
I was innocent.
So you have to.
They planned me and they
you
took
didn't
me
feel
there.
guilty.
So when I had to be strong, you know, as like God is in control. I feared nobody. Then I had that belief in me. I'll get out because I did nothing. What have I done?